Before Eminem and 50 Cent became household names, before platinum records, giant tours, major awards and international fame, they were two rappers trying to prove that they belonged in a music industry that was not exactly waiting for them. Eminem came out of Detroit. 50 Cent came out of Queens, New York. Their stories were completely different, their personalities were different, their voices were different, and even the worlds they described in their music were different. But there was something important they had in common. Neither artist looked like the traditional superstar the industry expected to dominate rap at the time. Eminem was a white rapper from Detroit who had spent years fighting for respect in a genre where authenticity mattered enormously. 50 Cent was a young rapper from Queens who was building his reputation through street records, mixtapes and a reputation for being extremely direct and unapologetic. And then something happened that changed both of their careers. Eminem heard 50 Cent. Not the worldwide superstar version of 50 Cent that millions of people would soon know. This was 50 Cent before In Da Club, before 21 Questions, before Get Rich or Die Tryin', before the massive tours and the business empire. Eminem encountered the rapper through his mixtape Guess Who's Back. And Eminem did not simply hear another rapper. He heard somebody who had a voice, an attitude and a presence that could potentially connect with a much larger audience. That discovery eventually brought together Eminem, 50 Cent and one of the most influential producers in hip-hop history, Dr. Dre. That combination would become one of the most important alliances of early 2000s rap. But the story is bigger than one record deal. It is the story of two outsiders recognizing something in each other. Eminem understood what it felt like to be underestimated. 50 Cent understood what it meant to build a reputation from the ground up. The connection between Eminem and 50 Cent did not begin with a giant stadium. It did not begin with a #1 single. It began with music. 50 Cent had already been working to establish himself in New York's underground rap scene. His mixtape, Guess Who's Back, became an important part of his story because it helped showcase the rapper he was becoming before the major label breakthrough. Eminem heard that material and recognized something. 50 Cent had a different energy. He sounded hungry. He sounded confident. And he had the kind of personality that could immediately grab attention. According to the history surrounding Shady Records, Eminem took what he heard to Dr. Dre and helped create the opportunity for Dre and 50 Cent to work together. That moment is extremely important because Dr. Dre was not simply another producer. Dre had already helped shape multiple generations of hip-hop. His work with NWA had helped define West Coast rap. His production on albums connected to artists such as Snoop Dogg and Eminem demonstrated his ability to recognize artists who could become much bigger than their immediate surroundings. Now Eminem was effectively saying, "Look at this guy." And Dr. Dre listened. The interesting thing is that Eminem did not need 50 Cent to become another version of himself. And 50 Cent did not need to become another Eminem. They were valuable because they were different. Eminem brought technical lyricism, unpredictable humor, storytelling, emotional intensity, and a completely recognizable voice. 50 Cent brought a colder, more controlled presence. He could make a hook sound enormous. He could make a street record feel like a radio record. And he understood the power of simplicity. That combination was powerful. But there was still a long road between being discovered and becoming a superstar. 50 Cent needed the right production. He needed the right team. He needed the right songs. And most importantly, he needed an opportunity to introduce himself. Once Eminem and Dr. Dre saw the potential in 50 Cent, the story moved from the underground into the major label world. This was where the situation became much bigger. Eminem had already established Shady Records with his manager Paul Rosenberg in 1999, following the success of the Slim Shady LP. Shady was becoming a real platform. And 50 Cent became the first solo artist signed to Shady and Aftermath, according to the label's documented history. That meant 50 Cent was suddenly connected to Eminem, Dr. Dre and a major music machine. But signing a deal is one thing. Delivering a classic album is something completely different. The industry had seen plenty of rappers get major opportunities and disappear. 50 Cent needed to prove that he could turn the opportunity into something undeniable. And that is where Eminem's role became particularly interesting. Eminem was not simply the famous rapper standing next to 50 Cent. He was also part of the bridge between 50 Cent's underground credibility and the massive audience waiting on the other side of the industry. Meanwhile, Dr. Dre was bringing the production. The combination was almost impossible to ignore. 50 Cent had the voice. Eminem had the platform. Dr. Dre had the production legacy. And the record label had the resources to push the music. But none of that guaranteed success. The songs still had to connect. The audience still had to believe in 50 Cent. And 50 Cent still had to become 50 Cent. That last part matters. Because the biggest mistake would have been trying to turn him into another artist. Instead, the team leaned into what already made him different. His delivery was calm. His hooks were memorable. His writing could be extremely direct. His persona was larger than life. And his story gave people a reason to pay attention. The stage was now ready. And the first major statement was coming. It would arrive in the form of Get Rich or Die Tryin'. Then came the album that turned 50 Cent from a promising rapper into a global superstar. Get Rich or Die Tryin' was released on February 6, 2003 through Shady Records, Aftermath Records and Interscope Records. The tracklist alone tells you how important the Eminem connection was. The album included Patiently Waiting, featuring Eminem. It also included Don't Push Me, which featured Eminem alongside 50 Cent. But the album was much bigger than those collaborations. It contained In Da Club. It contained Many Men. It contained PIMP. It contained 21 Questions. It contained Wanksta. And suddenly, 50 Cent had a collection of records that could travel far beyond the traditional boundaries of hardcore rap. That was the genius of the project. It did not ask 50 Cent to choose between street credibility and mainstream success. It showed how those worlds could exist together. And Eminem's presence helped make the entire project feel connected to a larger movement. Remember the situation. Eminem was already one of the biggest rappers in the world. Dr. Dre was one of the most respected producers in hip-hop history. And now, this new rapper from Queens was stepping into their world. 50 Cent did not sound nervous. He sounded like he belonged there. That confidence became part of the appeal. The album eventually became one of the defining rap albums of the early 2000s and later received a diamond certification from the RIAA. That certification is not an opinion. It is an official industry recognition. And it tells you just how enormous the album became. But there was another important element. The collaboration between Eminem and 50 Cent did not feel like a random celebrity feature. Their chemistry was becoming part of the identity of the era. Eminem could attack a beat with rapid-fire technical precision. 50 Cent could enter with that slower, colder confidence. One rapper sounded like controlled chaos. The other sounded like controlled pressure.